Canada scores 9 goals in rout over Japan in quarterfinal of Women's World Hockey Championship. Canada's chemistry experiment continued into the medal games at the Women's World Hockey Championship, although Sarah Fillier found her scoring touch in Canada's 9-1 quarterfinal win over Japan on Thursday. Fillier, the tournament's MVP 2 years ago in Brampton, Ontario, scored her first 2 goals of the championship. Jennifer Gardiner, who was separated from linemates Marie-Philip Poulin and Laura Stacey for the first time, also scored twice for a tournament-leading 5 goals. Defending champion Canada meets last year's bronze medalist Finland, and the United States faces host Czechia in Saturday's semifinals. The medal games are Sunday. Canada opened the tournament with a 5-0 blanking of Finland. The Canadians played Thursday's 4th game at Budvar Arena with a puck drop at 8:30 p.m. local time after Czechia thumped Switzerland 7-0, the United States blanked Germany 3-0, and the Finns got by Sweden 3-2. Poulin's assist on Julia Gosling's goal was the 86th point of the captain's career in World Championships, which tied Hayley Wickenheiser's Canadian record. Canada outscored its opposition 17-3 in the preliminary round, with the trio of Poulin, Gardiner, and Stacey contributing 8 of those goals. Head coach Troy Ryan stirred his forward lines Thursday in search of more balance ahead of the high-stakes final weekend. Fillier, a centre most of her career, has played wing in her rookie PWHL season with the New York Sirens and also did so in Canada's Pool A games. She led Canada with 7 goals and 4 assists in 2023, playing alongside Sarah Nurse and Natalie Spooner. Spooner, who didn't dress the previous game and played on other lines to start the tournament, joined Nurse and Fillier while the latter shifted to the middle Thursday. "A lot of my game is speed, finding the puck with speed, and as a center, you can do that all through the ice, instead of kind of being stuck on one side of the ice," Fillier said. "I love playing center, so it's nice to be back there for the game." Added Ryan, "There's been a little frustration in her game at times, so sometimes you just try to put them back in their natural position. I challenged her a little bit that she needs to have more of an impact on both ends of the rink. She just played with a little bit more attitude and energy." Daryl Watts was given a look with Poulin and Stacey, while Gardiner shifted to a 4th line with Kristen O'Neill and Emma Molte. The trio of Brianne Jenner, Blair Turnbull, and Emily Clark stayed intact. "One of the big things was just trying to find a 4th line that we could rely on generally to take some defensive zone play away from Poulin and Fillier and those types of players," Ryan explained. "I still may juggle a little bit to see who the ideal person is to play with Poulin. We may juggle a bit more in the semifinals. The group generally knows you're just trying to find the best combinations for success." Clark contributed a goal to the win over Japan, but Canada also benefited from back-end production. Defender Claire Thompson had a goal and 2 assists, Ella Shelton and Sophie Jacques each scored, and Renata Fast had 3 assists. Kristen Campbell stopped 5 of 6 shots for her 3rd win, while workhorse Japanese counterpart Maya Masuhara repelled 53 shots. Mei Miura scored Japan's first goal against Canada in 9 meetings and briefly drew her team within a goal at the game's midpoint before the Canadians pulled away. "Give Japan a lot of credit. They blocked a ton of shots today and they made it difficult for us, but as we continue to get our lines rolling, I think that we were able to create a lot more too," said defender Erin Ambrose. The Japanese were minus one of their stars. Former Ottawa Charge forward Akane Shiga injured her left knee in her team's preliminary round finale against Germany and was removed from the ice on a stretcher. Canadian forward Danielle Serdachny, defender Micah Zandihart and goaltender Anne-Renee Desbiens didn't dress for the quarterfinal. Czech Republic 7, Switzerland 0. Natalie Mlinkova scored a hat trick as the Czech Republic produced a 5-goal opening period en route to a 7-0 rout of Switzerland and a 4th straight semifinal appearance. Mlinkova scored 2 power play goals and added another shorthanded. Teresa Vanisova and Kristina Kaltankova each had a goal and 2 assists, and Daniela Pejsova and Denisa Krizova also scored for the Czechs, who claimed bronze in 2 of the previous 3 years of the championship. Klara Peslarova stopped 14 shots for her shutout. Finland 3, Sweden 2. Finland became the first team to reach the semifinals at the Women's Ice Hockey World Championship by beating Sweden 3-2 on Thursday in Česk Czech Republic. Jenniina Nyland and Ronja Savolainen put Finland, last year's bronze medalist, 2-0 ahead in the opening period of their quarterfinal. Sweden answered through goals from Ebba Hedqvist and Josefine Bouveng in the second. Susanna Tapani gave the Finns the lead for good with 8:14 remaining in the frame. The Swedes have to settle for the fifth-place game on Saturday. The United States cruised past Germany 3-0 to reach the semifinals. Kelly Panic, Lacey Eden, and Alex Carpenter each scored, and captain Hilary Knight registered an assist to extend her record at the Worlds to 51. Goalie Aaron Frankel shut out the Germans with 12 saves. Germany last scored against the US at the Worlds in 2008. Today was an important game. We battled and continued to fight, U.S. head coach John Wroblewski said. Germany is a tough, physical team and we stuck to our game and got the win. Panic one-timed a shot from the left circle for her third goal at the tournament 5:36 into the quarter-final. Eden added the second midway through the opening period from the slot. Carpenter scored from close range with 1:07 remaining in the second period. The U.S. has reached the final in all 23 previous Worlds and won 10 titles. Later, the host Czech Republic faces Switzerland while defending champion Canada meets Japan at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time.